I was going to pull this thing out and I didn't notice that the tire was flat, and then when I went to back it out, I think it spun, so it sheared the valve stem right off. So let's get that tire out of there and see what I gotta buy. Which really sucks. I almost knocked you over. It really sucks. But let's just get it out. These wheels are a bit of a pain. It's spinning. Okay. We'll get another one. Okay. These are not split rims, by the way. These are I actually made these rims. There's a video about it. I cut the center, or I forget what I did, but anyways, there's a video about it. They've worked pretty good. They weigh 1,000,000 pounds, these things. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think when I did, oh wow, look at that. Piece of metal. Maybe that's what got me. Piece of metal in the tire. Yep. Anyways, yeah, these, I cut the center of this and I put that insert in because the hole pattern was different. I bought these tires, they used to be smaller, so I adapted these bigger ones, not big ones, bigger ones. And so I cut that so that the rim, this rim is not the original rim. We had split rims before. I didn't like that. So this rim, I adapted it to fit that machine. So yeah. So all I gotta do here is just take this off and get a new tube. This is not that easy to get out, but it's really not too difficult either. So all I gotta do is get this ring. Get this ring off of here. There we go. This ring has to come off of here. and it's cold, so anything that hits your hands today, you're gonna feel it. So yeah. I already had them off, and I put no locks on this, so the rim should. It's a little rusty, but it's indoors, so that forklift doesn't stay outside or anything. But okay. So now let's just pull this guy out. Look at that. It ripped that thing right out of there. Look how nice that is. I think the next time I have to take the tire off, I'm going to take all the air out and run it back and forth and break it off the bead. Yep. Okay. Damn. Okay. Yeah. I thought I had one of these. Let me see. Let me check to see if I have one of those. So I thought I had an extra one. Alright, so I don't have one of these. And I'll have to order one. But that's what happened. It took the it ripped the valve stem right off. That's just incredible. I think it spun on the rim. So yeah. Yeah, it did spin on the rim. Look at that. It's got a. Anyways, it's not a big deal. I mean, this is actually probably like a $50 thing or $30 thing, but it was the original. I think this came with this tire. I don't think I bought new ones. I think this came with this. I paid $200 for the, or $100. For the tire, for 2 tires, and it came with the rim and the tire and all this stuff. I think it was $100, $50 a piece, and they're in excellent shape. But this one has always given me problems. Like it's had sometimes, yeah, it would leak down. So it's always giving me problems. So, alright, let's order one of those, and when it comes in, we'll put them in, and because we need the forklift. That's an extremely useful tool here. So, okay. Alright. We got our trusty Amazon inner tube for the fork. Actually, it's pretty nice. It's actually a lot nicer than what I had. It's reinforced, and yeah, looks good. So let's put that in, and let's finish this thing up. We gotta go lift the forklift because we have the inner tube. By the way, it's like 40 degrees out here today. It doesn't need very much, but this is something that if you work with this stuff, you should really use. This will stop anything from sticking, or it does a really good job. It's called No Locks. It's an electrical. I mentioned it before, so. Let me put some air in that thing. Found it. Yeah, look. I forgot about this, which is kind of weird. Look how this comes. This comes in, the thing is sticking out. Let me see if I can screw it in a little bit more. Oh yeah. Oh, they must have. Yeah. They must have just left it out if you're going to work on it or something. Alright. Alright, so here's the setup. Alright. Let's use a piece of wood. So we don't destroy this. Okay. Oh, here's where you lose are you watching this? Yep. Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright. That's working. Okay. Yes, now I'll put another one here to hold this. Okay. Okay. Take that off of there. Take that off of there. Okay. Put this over here. Okay. Now there's again. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. It's freaking actually working. Little motor. That's working. this one just there. No struggles. I love it. I love it. Okay. Alright. Are you getting all this? Yep, you sure are. Oh, come on. That's why I want to change this piston. Because this has a spring in there, but it has a hard time springing back. Okay. I think I can get it in now. Yep. Damn, I think we got it. That's pretty cool. All right. Okay, so that worked out. Now I got to make sure it's seated in right, but that actually did it. Actually, I think I put this thing the wrong way. Shit. I put the valve the wrong way. I want this facing out. But I'm not about to take all this apart again. Even though it wasn't that difficult to do. Let me see. You know what? It's okay. Because what I'm going to do is I can put a flexible... Damn. I can always air this thing from the inside. But anyways, whatever. It's staying like that. Okay. Alright, put some air in this thing. And if it doesn't blow up, we're good to go. Here I lost some of the audio, but pretty simple. I put the tire in. I do a little explanation on this rigid impact gun, which is fantastic. And like I said before, I realized that the valve stem is on the back side. So it's a little inconvenient, but it works just fine. So no big deal. Then you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to take the tire completely out to redo this, but yeah, so I'm taking it outside. And actually the tube is really nice, really good. So
Yeah, I got it on Amazon, so it is what it's all made in China, so it's good. So there it is. All right, on to the next thing.